Do you remember when we had all of the heating and air conditioning ducts changed under our house? I think it was like a 3-day ordeal and all the money that we spent. Well, we were like in hopes that our bill would go down because we don't keep our air conditioning very cold. Actually, maybe like 77 degrees. So Mr. Bill got the bill, and it had jumped up significantly. I believe the one before was like 140 something. This was like 237, something like that. So, but we were thinking, oh, maybe it's because he has his oxygen machine that possibly could have done it. Probably didn't help, but not that much. And the thing is, ever since we've had this new air conditioning, when I go down the hall, I would feel and smell outdoor air. It would be, you'd walk down the hall and it would be warm, way warmer than the rest of the house. And it was just like you're outdoors, the smell. You know how the odor of the outdoors is. And the other night, I woke up in the middle of the night because a skunk smell, really strong. Mr. Bill doesn't always smell things good, but he didn't notice it. But I had to put the blanket over my nose. And I had even considered getting up and going on the sofa to get away from it. And he was saying, I don't see how you could smell a skunk with, the air conditioning. And I agreed. I don't know why, but I do. I can't deny a skunk, right? So it has been going on for a while about this air in the hallway. And I said, this is not right. I've not had an air conditioner ever do this. I've never had it being real warm in the hall. And, well, I was right. There was something wrong. So he called Crossville Heating. He talked to him, and then I talked to the lady, and I told her the situation. She goes, I've never heard of that. I'm like, She says, well, but we're under warranty. And she said, because our air conditioning is new too. So she said, well, we'll have somebody come out and look at it. And Mr. Bill did talk to his name was Michael. So he was gone when he came. He tried to make it back, but he couldn't. But I was home. And Michael came in. He was so nice. He went under I showed him how to get under the house. You have to go out the front door, down steps, concrete steps that go around. We live on a mountain, We go down and around to the side of the house, and there's a little door. You open up, you can walk in. There's a switch with the light on. So went down, had him go in. I went back in and let him do his thing. And I could hear him with the window closed when I was in the kitchen talking to someone. I knew there was a problem. Something was wrong. And then he came back in and he showed me a picture of the duct, which is big. They put new ducts in. It was big around. And it went from the air conditioner to hook up to the rest of the big brown ducts, okay? But apparently, see, what you're supposed to do with all the joints is they're taped with some kind of a metal tape or whatever a tape. Then after the taping, then they put this, some kind of mud, looks like plaster, but there's another name for it. But they put that over the tape to seal it. That's what's supposed to be done in all the joints. Well, it wasn't. They just, apparently, I don't know if they put the tape on or not, but what had happened is the whole thing had fell off. Now this is under my house, okay? The whole tubing had fell off, which is hanging. So the air conditioning was running all this time because Mr. Bill noticed that he said, it's just running all the time and it never catches up or is right on the thermostat. So it was taking all the fresh air from under the house and trying to cool all that off. I don't know how it was cooling the house at all. I just that little bit, I guess, it could pull. Plus, our humidifier was on down there, so we're putting more moisture in the air. So he says, well, I don't have that tape and this mud stuff with me, so I called. Somebody else is coming out to bring it. And they did, and he fixed it. So I was just like a little frustrated. And we had, after it was done, an inspector came out. He found some things that weren't quite right after they put in all the heat ducts. And they were supposed to have fixed whatever it was they didn't do right under there. That was fixed. But that, which the most important thing, going right into the air conditioning, it would be obviously there's no mud there. That was just overlooked. So I called the company, very nice lady on the phone, talked to her. And I says, I think we should be compensated on our bill. Because it's not our fault that our bill is so high. It was all this fresh air from under the house. The air conditioning was struggling to cool our house off and all this air. And she says, well, how much do you think? Well, the first thought that came to my head was $100. But I had really seen the bill, I wasn't sure. And I couldn't find I said, I'll call you back. Let me take a look at the bill. My husband's not here at the moment. So I looked around his office and I didn't see it. So I waited till he got home. And we looked at the bill and I go, I have a number in my head. Just tell me what comes off the top of your head that we should ask. And he said, $100. I go, that's exactly what I thought. So I called her back and she says, well, thank you. She says, I just need something to present to another lady there named Kate. And she acted like she was going to get back with me very soon. And that was yesterday, but I haven't heard. So after Bible study, when I come home, I'm going to give her another call, but she acted like this is very possibly that they will do this, and I think they should. Just like tell you the story on this. And have you ever had any problems like this? Tell me your stories. Okay, here I am in my guest room, and I was getting ready this morning to go to Mr. Bill sneezing in there. I was getting ready this morning to go to Bible study we have. And I thought, okay, just show I got. This was from Amazon. It's a powder blue. It comes in a lot of different colors, but I almost forgot I had that. It kind of got stuffed away in the closet. And talking about stuffed away, I'm not sure about these jeans I'm wearing, but I couldn't get in them before, but just that 10 pounds helped. But they're like kind of loose in the waist, but they're tight on my legs. That happens to me a lot with clothes. I don't think they'd look the best on me, but I don't want to waste them. And they had a cute embroidery. They were marked down at Cracker Barrel. So. Okay. As usual, I can't see, but here on the side, it has all this embroidery. I thought that was kind of cute. They're faded in the knees, and the bottoms of them have that shaggy stuff, like worn on the bottom. I know. So of course I'll bring a little lightweight zip-up jacket just in case the air conditioning is cold. I'm straightening out my camera here. So that's what I'm wearing, and possibly today I'll make a little video for you. So have a blessed day.